Listen, I know I have a lot going on and stuff, and I am trying to shoot more videos for you guys, but now I have even more responsibilities because I'm hard-headed and I got myself a dog. So let's play this intro and then you'll get to meet my new dog.
Anything Erick Jhon is fire. Anything Erick wear is fire. Anything Erick sing yes, it's fire.
He's so over me already. Y'all, this is Ross. Ross, say hi. Roof, roof. That wasn't him barking. Take out the glasses. I know you're annoyed by me already. So yeah, this is Ross. This is my pup. I'm gonna put you down. Alright, let me just talk to my peoples. Listen. Story time. For me to get Ross was a whole damn struggle. So, you know, I always wanted a dog growing up and stuff, but my mom really don't play that. My whole family, everybody has like multiple dogs, pets and stuff. I was only allowed fish, and then the time that I had turtles, that was about it. Yeah. And that was about it. Now, when I moved to this place, you know, they're like, oh, there's no pets allowed and stuff like that. However, it is a special case because I do have a history of anxiety and stuff. So like I got letters in order to get him. Now I was like, yeah, I'm gonna set out to looking for a dog. Yo, there's a lot of scammers out there, a lot. So I was very careful and trying not to get scammed or everything like that. Like, I'm not sending money nowhere and stuff like that. There was a few instances where I did have to meet with people that never showed up. And that's why I ain't send no money, because you ain't about to scam me. That's what we ain't gonna do. So it lasted about 2 to 3 months and I could not find a dog, and I was getting frustrated because I was just like, why can't I not find a dog? Like, this is so difficult. In New York, they're passing this puppy mill thing, so it's like the sales of dogs in dog stores kind of like it's not allowed or something like that. I'm still, you know, trying to read much into actually what that means. Now, with that being said, there are some sites that, you know, are legit, legal, and they sell dogs, but they be like $4,000, $5,000. Like, that's a lot of money, like way too much. So I was just like, yeah, pets are expensive and I won't be able to really afford that. So I was like, I guess I'll just have to wait. Basically living in disappointment because I couldn't find a dog. My friends were like really helpful trying to help me get a dog. Shout out to Cassandra. And, you know, it was difficult. Now, when I thought I had a dog, it was, you know, it was like gonna be a puppy. Like, I really wanted a puppy. I wanted a male dog. Now, this is the story of Ross. So Ross is actually 2.5, about to turn 3. And he is technically considered a rescue dog because I did get him from a previous owner that put out a status on Facebook in one of the multiple puppy groups that I had to join trying to find a dog, and basically saying how the dog has been basically abandoned by the previous owner, which was the roommate, and they wanted a better life for the dog. And I was like, oh, lit, like, you know. But also the fact that, you know, he had no form of really training like that. So I basically had to have the time to train him to how I wanted to treat him and stuff like that. I'm talking really fast, but let me tell you the story of what happened the very first day I got him. I responded to the Facebook status. Like, the person kept getting attacked. They're like, no, just give him to a rescue, because, you know, he doesn't end up in the wrong home. And I totally get that, but like, to adopt in New York, adopt a dog, it's so much work. I had no idea how much it actually went into it, and I get it. They want to make sure that the dog goes into a loving home and that everything is fine. Now, not only is it a lot of work, it's also very expensive. So even though I try to go that route, it was a lot of disappointment. So, you know, I reached out and they responded, and you know, they were like, oh yeah, they asked me a bunch of questions, like if I have a job and all these other things. And of course I responded truthfully and everything. We had set up to meet at the nearby dog park by my house, right? Now the day came and it was pouring rain. It was like one of the worst rains that we have had so far. Like we even had a flood warning. There was like winds and stuff all over the place, and it was bad. So you know, I texted them and I was just like, hey, it's raining. They're like, oh, if you want, we could cancel. I was like, you know, like we could just meet at a nearby Dollar Tree, because I mean I had to stop at Dollar Tree anyways, because I still had to get like wee pads and stuff like that, because you know, to train him. And we meet at the Dollar Tree. She tells me more about his story and stuff like that. Like I'm just like, oh my god, I'm already falling in love with this dog. And tell me how, you know, it was just like he's there, he's just chilling, and I could already tell he's a very sweet dog. You know, they say their goodbyes. It was, you know, of course, very difficult to part and stuff like that. Tell me how I go into the Dollar Tree to get the wheel pads and get some doggy treats and stuff like that. I come out of the Dollar Tree, and at the door, I open the door and I'm on the phone with my sister. I'm like this, my phone is on my hand like this, and I have like the leash and I'm making sure it's secure. At the door, he escapes his collar. He just runs. And I'm freaking out. Like I put my phone in my pocket and I'm running. And my sister's like, yo, what is going on? And I was just like, the dog is escaped and I don't know what to do. Like I'm running after the dog. Mind you, I'm asthmatic and I'm already running like 10, 12 blocks. And I'm like, ooh, like, but he's fast. And of course I'm calling him and stuff like that. And he's looking back at me, but he's like, I don't know you, so he just keeps running. It took 4 hours, maybe 5, to find him. More than a mile away, like a mile and a half away at a really far gas station. I had actually contacted Citizen app and they put out an alert. I posted pictures on Facebook, and a gentleman actually was like, wait, I actually seen you running around looking for him. And I think I just saw somebody take him into the police station. So I was able to contact the police station and get him back. But if you think about what just happened, I had a dog for 5 minutes and I lost him in 5 minutes. Like, I was like, oh, child, like, is this what being a pet owner is like already? Like, am I really cut up for this? Like, oh, no. So like, I still have that anxiety of like not wanting to take him out. Like I've taken him out and stuff like that, but he still needs his shots and he still needs, you know, to get neutered and a bunch of other things. You know, he needs to check up, and you know, I'm really excited to have him. Now, Ross. That was not his original name. His original name was Ori, and I decided to change it just based on research about like when you want to train a dog, you want to train him fresh, like brand new. You want him to get accustomed to a new environment. You want him to get just everything. He responds to Ross already, and it's obviously where I got the name. If you don't know, I got the name from Friends. You know, like the show, like Ross, Rachel, Phoebe, Chandler, Monica, you know, Joey. Like that's where the name came from, and I've always wanted a dog named Ross. Ross is one of my favorite characters. I love all those characters, but Ross is one of my favorite characters just because, I mean, like, I have a degree in anthropology, he has a degree in anthropology, and just, you know, like little details like that. I just feel like his comedic reactions are just like the icing on the cake on the show, just especially with like we were on a break, and just I was just like, you know what, after this drama that this dog made me go through and this break he took from me after only being with me for 5 minutes, yeah, the name Ross is sticking. Yeah, It's definitely stained, but he's very sweet. He's very sweet. He's definitely like we're still working on training. I've had him for 2 weeks now, a week and a half, almost 2, maybe like 2 days shy from 2 weeks. But it's definitely a change now to have another living thing in the apartment besides the fish. But like, can we agree that fish are basically decoration? Like, they don't really do much.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Oh, I got so scared. I was like, what the heck is going on? It was his automatic dog feeder. It's like right next to the fish tank, and I have it so that it talks, so he knows that it's dinner time. And I was just like, what's going on? Ross, get that conmigo. Go eat. Nah, he's like very curious of like, what the hell am I doing? Just like staring at me. As you saw, he looked at his food and walked back. But he's good so far. Like, he does suffer a lot from separation anxiety, but it is because of his background. It's not the first time that he's basically been like left alone and stuff like that. Luckily, he's not alone that often, but yeah, no, I travel and things like that, and a lot of the times I won't be able to take him, and of course he'll be with like a dog sitter, but I do want him to get used to just, you know, being a little bit more independent, because I will legit move 10 times and 10 times he'll follow me wherever I go. And I'm not used to it, so I'm constantly like, I'm like, oh, what's this? What's that? Also, he's a morning person, so he's up at like 6, 5 in the morning, and I'm just like, and it's like it's not like he's barking at me or anything, but he'll start walking around my bedroom, because the thing is, his bed is on the floor next to mine, so my bed is really high. He can't see me most of the times, so he freaks out. He just starts walking, looking for me, and I'm just like, all you hear is like his little paws, and I'm just like, But it's something, you know, that we're gonna get used to. But I'm really excited, and I'm really excited for you guys to see him more in the videos and stuff. Like, it's about to be fun. It's about to be a very fun time. Ross, make come. Are you excited to meet the peoples? Look, say hi to the peoples. Look, say hi to the peoples. You see that? That's all from his separation anxiety. And this legit, because I went to shower, he's just like next to the door, and I'm like, calm down, I'm not going nowhere. Are you excited to have a new home and a new dad that puts you in outfits that matches his? Because I am the definition of extra, so you better get used to it, okay? So, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am gonna be trying to upload more. I do have a lot of videos that are already recorded and edited. It's just life be getting in the way. But yeah, until next time. Kia!
Came through and about the fire. We at the top, can't go no higher. Came through with a perfect go like fuego, 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 fuego. Like fuego, fuego, fire, fire, like fuego, fuego, like fire, fire. Fuego, fuego, like fire, fire, like fuego, 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 fuego. Anything Erick Jhon is fire. Anything Erick.